Super Bowl 60 is fast approaching, and you can bet on every moment of Super Bowl glory. Every trip to that end zone matters more than ever, as the Seahawks and the Patriots are going head-to-head. And DraftKings Sportsbook has all your favorite ways to bet touchdowns for Super Bowl 60. The next great Super Bowl touchdown is coming, and you can bet on every moment of glory. New customers, bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code SONNEN. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Stay in on the action and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Love the thrill of live betting? Bet live on star player props and in-progress games right as they happen. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have a shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers, use my promo code SONNEN and bet just $5 on any wager and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's promo code SONNEN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Benoît Saint Denis called for a BMF title shot. Benoît Saint Denis does not qualify for a BMF anything. Now, he's a BMF. Like, if Benoît sees this, he is not being insulted by me. That's one bad mother, not just in the cage. Like, in real life, what he did. Tim Kennedy, Brian Stan, this guy is, that's a bad, yeah. But he doesn't qualify for a BMF. BMF. And by the way, guys, I can never get my way. I can never get my way around here. I wish that the rankings, we drop those every 9 a.m. on Tuesday. I wish they did a BMF ranking. And I don't know how we would word it. I don't know if we would word it for like a BMF ranking, or we would just have a group that was eligible, where somebody does, and then somebody becomes eligible, because BMF, we feel it. And this isn't Chael's opinion. The very first night that they did it, Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz. And Dana said it's a one-off. You'll never see this again. This is one time. I brought it up to a room. I wasn't being serious. The room loved it. We went with it. But it took on a life of its own. And I think that Dana was really surprised how much the community and the locker room and the boys and the girls love and want the opportunity. So at any rate, now we've got this BMF, and we need to keep it. By the way, the BMF is awesome. But Dana was asked back then, well, how do you decide who fights for it? And Dana gave an answer, and this isn't an exact quote, but it's close. He gave an answer that said, we'll know when we see it. We will know who the BMF crew is when we see it. We all get that answer. We all get it. I could name a bunch for you that go right into that category. But it has to do with longevity as well. You got to be around a lot. And Benoit, he just hasn't been around long enough. His losses don't hurt him. Somebody else had told me, well, he was TKO'd twice in a row. And it's like, no, that actually doesn't go against a BMF. You can get TK. It's a style. It's the way you fight. It's a willingness. Short notice things help. Longevity. You got to have kind of been there a while. We need to have seen certain things. And I would have fun. I just think it would be fun. More than anything else. It wouldn't really be possible, but it would be fun if the rankings, and whether it was our community or one of the websites, if Junkie or Elbow or Mania, like if somebody grabbed this theory and went with it, it would make me very happy. But how are we going to do it? Are we going to have like a top 10 ranking? Are we going to have a top 5 ranking and we do it per weight class? Are we just going to have a list? And when somebody becomes eligible to be brought over to the BMF category, because if we did have this list, we just can't put Saint Denis on it. He's just not there. He's just not. Oliveira's there. Damn right he is. Max is there. Damn right he is. But could they draw into a Saint Denis? Now, I realize that we fiercely adhere to whatever it is that we decide as we go, but I don't want that one to change. I would be let down. I don't want the BMF to be about absolute skill and absolute class. I don't want it to be. I like what it's at. I like that it's this rough and tumble and that you had to show something to prove something. You had to earn a certain respect from the community over time to even be in the conversation. I liked where it's at. But I can't put Saint Denis on there. Saint Denis is one bad mother. Yeah, you better believe it. That's a dude you would, if your family was in trouble and you could only call one fighter, right? That's the kind of guy you'd call. There's no insult to Saint Denis. He can't fight for the BMF title, not right now. He's not eligible.